Hello, everybody. Welcome to the very first episode of the CinemaCast. My name is Keyshawn, and we're here with Chris and AJ. Shane and Michael couldn't be here today because they're busy with work, but they will be here for future podcasts. So, what are we starting off with, AJ?
Me? Well, for our first episode, we just want to first discuss ourselves and a little bit about the channel. Chris, you want to take it from here?
Yeah, I was thinking of discussing more of who we are to get the audience, to let them know more about us in a way, what made us want to become filmmakers, directors, actors, producers, etc. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay, so, I've always loved movies ever since I was a little kid. But originally, I was supposed to be going into a graphic arts class, and that class was too full. So then I ended up going here because this class was my second choice. And I've learned more than I ever could in this class, and I've met, 3 of my best friends ever.
Oh, I feel so touched.
You know what, Keyshawn, that made me
Keyword,
cry.
I said 3.
Someone give this man an Oscar, because I don't deserve one.
But yeah, I really came here just to learn, I just came here to learn how to do things for YouTube, so I can do, my own little, dumb comedy videos. But then, I started hanging out with these guys, and then I started doing, serious short films, and
Torment of the Mind.
and some of them were really fun to do, so I'm glad that I came to this class.
I think it started off with me with my Nerf videos, which I honestly cringe at all the time, and
At Katie Russ and R.
Yeah, Katie Russ and R. And I don't know, I think that's what brought me into it, because I used to watch, this is backstory time. This is our origin stories, I guess. This is our origin stories.
This is our origin episode.
Oh, God. So it all started when I used to watch, I originally used to start watching, Lego videos on YouTube all the time, and this is before I barely knew anything about YouTube. It was to the point, I didn't know anything about YouTube to the point where, to type in the search bar, I put U and then tube. Because that's actually what I thought it was. And I remember I used to watch it all started with this one YouTuber that I used to watch, and I still watch today, and I even mentioned to AJ. He
Multiple
knows,
times.
he knows who it is. CA Cox 97. He is an amazing YouTuber. He originally started making Nerf videos at a very young age, and then he went to gaming videos, which he still does with this YouTube group that he made. And now he does short films, and he's planning on doing this big, huge film about school safety and all this other stuff. And that's what kind of inspired me, how he made such amazing content and how he grew up. And that's kind of how I've developed over the years. Of course, I had that dumb trolling phase on my YouTube channel, which I doubt I'll ever come back to. But filmmaking, I definitely could see being my job, and I can definitely see myself getting a job with acting and stuff. Who knows if I'll ever make it to Hollywood and stuff. That'd be awesome. But I think for now I'm going to start off small and work my way up into the business. And who knows? I'll become big time. And
if you're listening, Mr. Shane.
Then sophomore year I came to this class because I was like, hey, I want to be able to edit my videos here because iMovie sucks on iPhone, and that's what I originally edited with. And I met you guys. I met Keyshawn. I knew Shane prior because we go to the same homeschool. I met Keyshawn and Mikey, and then last year I met AJ, and our family became a whole.
Family became a whole. I guess you're done with your story?
Yeah, I'm done, huh? That was my origin story.
Mine, it's pretty much the same thing. Obviously, loved movies as a young age. Always watching with my dad and my sister. And then, I think it was recently, maybe a few years ago, where I started, I wouldn't say, loving them more, but becoming more, passionate for them and wanted to learn more on how they were made and what the process was. And then obviously started making, short films and little skits for YouTube, as anyone does nowadays, pretty much. And then it wasn't until last year, my junior year, where I got into this AV class and where I met all you guys, and I already came in with pretty much a lot more skills than half the other class. Like, I remember coming in my first day, Mr. Shaner embarrassing me and playing my video, and half the kids were like, "Oh wow, that's really good." I'm like, I didn't.
Was
really
it Was it the Everlasting or was it the music video?
Fatal Fields.
Oh, Fatal Fields.
Yeah,
dude.
that was the first one, and you guys seem to be a little bit impressed. I guess if I remember.
I liked Fatal Fields. I really liked all the shots, and I love the what is it, the power plant in the background.
The location was good. But that was my second short film. We don't talk about my first one, the Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, the Romeo and Juliet.
It was for a school project. I got 100. I'm proud of it. But
yeah.
It was that, and then that's when I started becoming more skillful, learning more here, and becoming much better at writing and camera operating also, which I love doing.
You're like the best in the class at camera operating. Like, dude, like, imagine, like, you're already good enough now with just, like, using your hands. Yeah. That came out wrong. You're already good enough now with, like, operating the phone or camera or whatever, like, just by, like, handheld. Imagine using, like, a gimbal.
Oh, beautiful. Absolutely. Or even, like, a steady cam. Like where they attach it, like, you have, like, this whole vest on, and it attaches to, like, the camera.
Do rigs work the same way? Because I've seen, like, iPhone rigs where you could put, like, the microphone, the light. Is that the same thing as a stabilizer? That's not, right? It's like a holder.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's not, like, the same smooth. It's not like you could do this. Like, you have to hold it manually with two arms.
But, origin story. Yeah, I've only been in this class for, like, a year, and I've seen to be, like, I love it a lot. Like, I met you guys. They made the Cinema Boys, but that wasn't until this year. Like, last year when we were making a bunch of the movies, we didn't really plan on, like, going our own way, having our own team, and it really started, like, this year. Like, we kind of wanted to separate from our class and put all of our stuff into one spot for everyone to see.
Because we're not throwing shade. It's just that we kind of want to have, like, our own genre of films and our own personal films on a separate thing, because there is some stuff on the class channel, not mention names or anything, but there's some stuff on the class channel that we don't want to really be associated with, and so at least some, like, older stuff looks more of joking rather than a professional film. But I think the group channel, like, the whole idea started back in, like, 10th grade when I think I said that me, Keyshawn, and Mikey should, like, should start a YouTube channel, and, like, and of course, like, it never happened, but I kind of assumed that, because, like, I was hyped about it, and then, like, a week later I was like, yeah, it's not a big deal. But then, of course, junior year AJ came along, and then senior year, here we have the Cinema Boys, and I really think this channel is gonna do good, because we're already at 51 subs, and we've been up for, like, only 2 months, at 3 months at most.
About, yeah. And we just released our new one, My Frightful Night, which took, like, blood, sweat, and tears to make, and and I'm extremely proud of it, and it's doing really good so far. And we're trying to send it to some festivals too at the moment. Which
did you submit it to any of them yet?
I've looked at a few, and I might submit a few in Pennsylvania, and there's, like, one in New Jersey also.
Yeah.
That I'll try.
So AJ basically is the main director, pretty much one of the main writers in most of our films, the main camera operator, while Keyshawn, you're one of the main actors in our film.
Yeah, I'm usually one of the main actors, and and when they ask me...
Silence your phone, AJ.
And when they ask me, I will make posters for the movies.
So you're, like, the art director.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made, so far, Torment the Mind. He did one of mine, Kane Rose Up, one of my separate films, and he did My Frightful Night.
At youtube.com/AJ Gribble.
He actually did 2 versions for My Frightful Night. The teaser, which is when we originally planned to film at our original Nightmare sequence, Centralia, but that fell through. Oh, come on, man. And that plan originally fell through. Our new location worked a lot better. And
Yeah.
I love it. And then he made the final one, which I think is brilliant. It looks so cool. And yeah.
So yeah, like those are your guys' roles. I think my role mostly in this group is I'm like the main actor.
And
And
you help with writing too.
Yeah, I help with writing. That's an inside joke. We're not gonna discuss that in this podcast, but we'll discuss it another time. And we'll be talking about like stories and stuff. But I'm like the main actor. I do help out with ideas. I love the whole film process. I love helping out with everything. But acting is definitely the main thing I really like doing. It's just portraying emotions on the screen, the big screen. So.
And also, with Mikey and Shane is
The main editor.
Main editor, help co-writer and co-director, even actor a lot too.
Yeah.
And Mikey, editor, actor. And I think all of us are pretty much producers too.
Yeah.
All of us like help a lot with the process, like producing, getting it out there, even funding our stuff. Like
I shared it
prop-wise
all
money.
around like Facebook. I like the forward. I forward the message to I think all my friends at least once. And like even yesterday, this lady that I knew that lives in my hometown. I've known her all my life. She actually she was like, "Oh, hey Christopher, what was that film you sent me?" And she actually like told me she really liked it. Like and then my aunt, Chechi, I'm Polish, so it's Chechi.
Yeah.
She told my grandma that she started watching it and she shut it off because she was getting scared. Which is good. That's good. That's
my
good.
grandma, I know she saw My Frightful Night, and she was saying that it was really creepy and scary for her.
I mean, my grandma, she doesn't like those types of movies. She likes like the Amish movies and stuff. She's like, she's very.
Yeah, my grandma, she said the last
innocent.
horror movie she watched, she said it was either The Shining or The Exorcist, and she said she won't even read horror books because of just that movie. It scared her too much back when it first came out. So she doesn't trust any other horror movies. So that's why when I said when I love making like horror movies, she was like a little hesitant to watch it because she didn't know if she'd be scared. But then she did watch it. She ended up liking it and also being scared.
I actually watched part of The Exorcist when I was me and my girlfriend were hanging out at my dad's house. We were watching The Exorcist a little bit, but I kind of turned it off because I don't want to freak myself out. Because my dad said like he didn't like my dad's gonna be 60 soon, and he didn't see it just until like a year ago, and he said you watch it, he freaked him out because my dad's. It's not even really personal. My dad's pretty religious, so that freaked him out a lot. Like
the movie, like still to this day,
and it's based off a true story, like true events.
Well,
and that's even more
book
scary.
Also though.
Well, yeah,
it was a book, but that whole thing. But I think. Did I talk about my stuff? I think I'm good. I don't know. I said like recently, like I didn't really become big into film until like a few years ago when I started realizing like watching movies like. How interesting it really is, because like I've always loved going back and like the special features and seeing like the behind the scene videos, and I just like loved watching those and seeing the whole process, and I just wanted to become like associated with it and wanted to make them, and I love it.
That's why I'm glad that we all met each other, because ever since like this year actually I've been getting a lot in the film, which I like it because now that me, you, Keyshawn, and everybody else are starting to watch films together, which is good. That's in my opinion. Sorry, my throat's dry. That's like the best way to watch a film is with friends and like to especially people like us that understand film. Like we watched Overlord the other day, not to get any spoilers, but it was amazing watching it with you and Keyshawn. Like
it was great, and even like the theater, like we actually went to a good theater this time, not like to our like crappy regular public one.
It was a Cinemark.
Yeah, we went to a Cinemark all the way where we live, and it just. Beautiful, like the sound, the picture, the seats, they even recline. They freaking recline. They're so nice. And like just seeing it on that screen too was just made it so much better.
Yeah, I want to keep watching movies with each other to like better like connect us in a way, and not only that to make us more into film.
And recently, I told you I went to see Fantastic Beasts. I went with my little brother, who's a huge Harry Potter fan. Me and him, and he understands film because, like me, like I teach him, and he even said like that movie was awful at the end. I'm like, it made no sense. He even agreed. So like, even like seeing it with like other people, like it just sometimes like people who aren't really big into it, you think it's a bad film, but like they like it sometimes,
which is understandable because people have their own opinions.
Yeah, but like even with The Nun, which I liked some parts of it, but overall, as a whole film, it was okay. But even my mom and like sister and brother, they were all saying that it was really weird. But I thought some parts were all right.
I really liked the Halloween movie.
Oh yeah, we all saw that together. That was
Yeah.
They copied our film. All right, we should talk about this.
Yeah, we got to talk about this.
All right, so
spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the title.
It's not really too much spoiler. It's not really a spoiler.
I'll put like mini
it's in the trailer. It's in the. All right, so let's just okay. I'll try censoring.
So basically, there's a part in the movie where
Well, first we have to ask the audience if you've seen our movie Torment of the Mind, you'll understand this part.
Yeah.
The scene in the bathroom.
If you don't understand it, then please watch it.
Yeah.
Please.
But the scene in Torment of the Mind when Chris's character, he runs into the bathroom, locks himself in it, and then it shows like the shot of like the menacing like tormentor or whatever we call him. He's walking in slowly, stands in front of it, the feet, and then walks away a little bit. If you've seen the new Halloween movie,
they copy it.
Yeah, they copied it, and you know that we were first. We are suing Blumhouse.
I don't know if we can afford that, guys.
Yeah, we can. Well,
I can't believe that they copied us. Like
in Halloween, it's, Michael Myers. He walks into the bathroom really slowly, like even the same shot. It was under the stall.
And this was in the trailer, by the way, guys. So it's not a spoiler.
Yeah. And it shows the girl. She's like, "Excuse me," and then he stands in front of it, same position, everything, right in front. Of course, he does that tooth thing where he has like the teeth falling to the floor, but then he walks away too, and then he starts shaking the stall, which happens in our frickin' movie.
Should we discuss the Overlord one too?
That's not really
yeah,
that's more of a joke, but
yeah.
All right. That Halloween part though, we thought that was funny. Like even in the theater, I'm like, wait, Chris, this is Torment in the Mind, and then he goes, oh my god, it is.
I'm not going to discuss the scene, but there's a scene in Overlord where it's just like where they somewhat copied the ending of My Frightful Night, and then
how could they copied it when we just released it and they released it the same time?
It was literally released at the exact same day of Overlord, and AJ
we went to the premiere. Yeah, it was the premiere night.
AJ whispers over to me and he goes, "The only difference is only one of us is going to make it out here alive."
That was really creepy. But yeah,
why'd you get so close?
Yeah, you got really close to the mic.
Okay.
But it was so funny because like he does the same thing. He puts his foot on the guy's chest, and then he starts like saying something. Then he kills him, but we're not saying who it is. But I'm like, wait, that's My Frightful Night, and it's like, what the hell?
Overlord altogether was an amazing movie. There was some funny moments too. Like it definitely wasn't a comedy, but it had the right sense of comedy and like tone mixed with its own original like horror like tone in a way.
Yeah.
Or
like the movie, like it starts off like really suspenseful too, and then it goes like right into the action, and then you wouldn't expect it. Like you were thinking like in the trailer, it's like zombies, but it's actually a good mix of horror, action, and obviously every movie has comedy bits.
Yeah.
And this one, it was all a good blend. It wasn't all like oversaturated or just like convoluted, I guess the word, like with everything. It was all paced really well, and it was really well made too. I've got to give it to everyone at Bad Robots and J.J. Abrams. Perfect movie, really good.
I love how in the beginning it starts in black and white. That's almost like I know like your opinion on the video game is not good, but like Call of Duty World War II and like around the beginning campaign, it like shows Well, at the beginning of the campaign, it shows like black and white and phase, right? The color.
Well, yeah,
it kind of reminded me of it.
It's kind of like an homage to like the old like new stuff because it even shows off like a projector style. Like it's really grainy and like it's black and white, and it has like that old style font with Overlord, and it even had radio, like a radio announcement over it. So it looked like it started off as like an old time movie, and then it goes into like the action, and it was really good.
The sounds in the movie theater, oh my god, it was so perfect. Like going to Cinemark and like listen to that. I know it's a bad example. It's like gunshots and all the fire. I am Shane.
I am Ocean.
What I liked about Overlord was if you had no idea what the movie was and you walked into that theater just knowing the title, you would just, and it starts, you would just think, oh, it's a World War II movie. Then all of a sudden, you get zombies in it. Just that beginning scene, you would not expect zombies to be in this movie. You just thought it was a World War II movie where everybody where everybody like starts to die.
And then they even hinted at the zombies a little bit in the beginning, like with like that dead jackal or whatever they said it was. It like hinted at that, and then
those
the
special
grandma,
effects were amazing, and that was all makeup, wasn't it?
Yeah, the whole makeup was really good.
So good. It was like it didn't look fake or anything, and not only that, like it wasn't the typical zombie movie, like oh my god, we gotta survive the zombie apocalypse. Oh my god!
But because it was the 40s and it was like new to them, they had no idea what they were going against.
Yeah, so they were even more surprised.
Yeah,
because like back in the 40s, like we didn't have anything.
Yeah, and exactly, like even the idea of the movie, like me and Keyshawn were talking about before, like the movie is based on the ideas on how like the Nazis were doing like weird experiments and like the scientists were doing like mutant things and like the alien technology or whatever, but you can tell it was really based on that idea, and it was just it worked out really well.
They were too early. They didn't get to see Night of the Living Dead to know what's up.
Well, Night of the Living Dead was 60s.
That was 1966 or 1967.
It was actually 68 because I remember. I think it's the 50th anniversary this year.
Yeah. Unless you watch White Zombies, which was 1936, but that's not. It's nothing to do with zombies. It's literally like hypnotism. So.
But One I kept getting upset during the movie because I watch a lot of zombie movies and I play a lot of zombie video games. So when I see it's my natural instinct when I see a zombie, aim for the head. I kept getting upset because they kept aiming for the chest.
But they don't know that.
Yeah,
because
that's
it's
the
their
thing.
first encounter.
Yeah, that's what I thought about too. Like, this is their first encounter with the zombie.
What did you do to me?
That's their first encounter with the zombie. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to hit. Mm-hmm. They just start shooting at it. Mm-hmm. But it just like kept like digging at me every time I see them shooting in the chest.
The way that one zombie went out though, like it's not really a spoiler, but it's in the trailer too. The first one, like the girl, she gets the flamethrower, and that was so cool.
That was cool, and that was I think. I remember seeing I saw like a behind the scenes shot of that. Like
that was real flamethrower. Yeah, like that was a real flamethrower.
Yeah.
And like the actor, whoever was doing that actor as a zombie, they actually were on fire. Like he actually was on fire. That looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, I'm just gonna put spoilers for the title. It's like possible spoilers for movies.
I'm so sorry.
Who's calling you?
AJ.
AJ, that is very unprofessional. We're doing a podcast.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
The scene was hilarious in Overlord. It's the scene where they're ready to storm the church and break into the lab and save this kid who was kidnapped by one of the main Nazi officers. And they lure the guy in, which kind of is related to the My Frightful Night scene where it's like the below angle and like they kick the camera or whatever, and then the guy shows up in his like motorbike all tied up and like his mouth was covered so you couldn't see what was in his mouth.
And then they were trying to talk to him. They're like, "What?" Like, well, in German, they were like,
and then they pulled the thing out of his mouth, and it was the pin to the grenade.
Tape. Yeah, his mouth was duct tape. They pulled the duct tape off. The pin was attached to the duct tape, so when they ripped it off, the pin from the grenade was off. And then they look in his like basket next to the bike, and it was full of grenades also. So when they run away, his head like pops off. And it was.
You know what's so cool after that? Like, when it exploded, like, the guys after, like, the one guy had, like, his eyeball exploded to where it was, like, the burnt skin over it. That looks so realistic.
Even the people around the explosion were all, like, caught on fire, too. Right? Like, the makeup, like, the effects, like, everything, like, looked real. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't like your typical movie where someone gets shot and they bleed from the front. Like, you can see it actually goes through them and, like, it bursts out. So, like, even the headshots were, like, really intense and...
God, it was just such a good movie. So original. I can't wait. I can't wait for AJ actually got us posters for that. I can't wait to hang that up in my room. Like, dude, that's gonna look so sick.
Christmas. You get it for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
How long are we? Just for the audience, how long do you think we should go for? 25?
I'd say about 30.
30? All right.
About 30, and then maybe the next one we could go to 40 if it's a bigger segment.
Right. Yeah, maybe every episode will probably be different times for the audience for you.
So next episode we'll get Shane and Mikey here and we'll discuss
hopefully, if they're not doing their work projects that they say they are.
Okay, Shane, Mikey, if you're watching, he said that, not me. I am not a part of this. Keyshawn, are you a part of this?
No, I said if they're not doing. No, I said if they're not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I literally have it right here.
The evidence is
here.
I'm not getting part of this. argument.
All right, we kind of went like not really off topic. We talked about who we are, what we want to do, and how like recently.
This is a lot better because we actually recorded.
This is our second take at a podcast.
Because the first take, we're recording it right now on iPhone voice memos, which is actually really high quality because we're in a small room together. We're really close to the phone and everything. We're not like huddled over it, but
he is now.
Yeah,
He is now.
But I think the reason it malfunctioned before was because the screen kept turning off and it acted as if my phone was locked out. So I guess it like stopped right away as soon as the screen shut off. But I turned off low battery mode and everything, so the screen's still going right now. We could see the thing going up and everything. So
cool. We have a budget of $3.99. We can't afford a mic.
Oh my god!
Like we're like even our videos too like. Budget wise, like we try to go like as minimal as possible. Like we try to obviously save money, but like we for some parts we do want to like go full out for videos too. But I know for like future projects and stuff like after what we're doing now, we want to do an original film also, but we don't know like what type of genre. Like we've done horror, like some like maybe an action thing we might want to do like something simple.
Like some
comedy too.
Something like that. I was actually thinking possible idea for the future for people watching this possibly for the Christmas film that we might be doing. I was thinking of something similar to like a Home Alone scenario, nothing big like 19 minutes, but like something like 5 or 6 minutes at most, something like a little comedy thing. Like I don't want to. I was thinking of making like one of those cheesy Hallmark Christmas movies with those things those make me cringe so bad.
My mom loves those and they're so annoying.
But I was thinking of like something I at least want to do something for a Christmas short film, just like leave it off and be like, okay, we'll see you guys back when we get back from break and everything. But that's all.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I really think that we could have the time to do that, but we're also working on documentary on our own time. And if we did film this, it would have to be probably after school.
It would have to be on.
It'd have to be edited on our own time too, because we're already. We're not gonna really go into detail. We'll go into detail in the next podcast, but along with My Frightful Nights production, but we're doing actually AJ, do you want to say it, because I actually forget like the name of the competition
projects? We have two projects that are due on the same day, December 7th, and the first one is for the AT&T Film Awards for the youth filmmaker, and our plot for that, our topic for it is car like distraction awareness and safety for that, and we have a pretty good idea for that. We're not gonna give too much away right now, but there's that, and our second one is for the Pennsylvania State Senate, which is about school safety and violence. And we finished pre-production, not really finished, but we got a lot of pre-production writing done today, and the prizes for both of those are like really nice.
Like we could honestly like possibly win scholarships, like if we get out there enough.
Like, like just like these alone, like even if we lose one and win the other, we'll still get a lot of like, I don't want to sound like weird, but it's like a lot of really like recognition for this. Like the AT&T one, if we win that, we can win like a fully pay like round trip to the Tribeca Film Festival, and we get to like film our experiences there with I forget the name, sorry, but like a production company that's there, and it's like that is amazing. Like even like I'm not saying like if we lose, like that's still like an amazing thing like for us to accomplish. And for the Pennsylvania State Senate, first place is like $2,500, and second place is I think $1,500, and then third place is still $1,000. And when we win that too, along with that, we get brought onto the Senate floor, which is in Harrisburg, and we get recognized there, and they'll use our video for like advertisements on the news, websites, Facebook, all the good stuff. And that alone like shows too like how much they actually care and how much they actually want the message to be out there.
We also I'm not sure if the audience knows because the channel's only been up for 3 months, but for Tournament of the Mind we actually won for our state, we won first place for regionals for our computer fair for our state, and then we won third place for states. Like our whole state, we came out of 21 films, we came in third place.
Yeah, for our first place, we won in all of Luzerne County. So like when we were there for states, we were representing Luzerne County, and then we won 3rd place out of 23 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of the other 23 counties, we won 3rd place in the whole state of Pennsylvania. And the people who won 1st and 2nd, they deserved it too. And I feel like even with 3rd place, I felt like we accomplished a lot with that.
Yeah.
Like I was really proud for that moment. And we were right in front too, which was so funny. Like as soon as they called our names, we were right in front.
Dude, I was freaking out.
We actually have a reaction video. Alex recorded it.
that was amazing.
Yeah, my little brother was there.
Yeah. Actually, I think I have the footage because you sent that to me over Facebook.
Yeah.
We're actually going to play it right now.
3rd place from Wilkes-Barre area technical school, AJ Gribble, Chris Watson, and Shane Wright created the project.
Why are we doing
I can
this?
just cut it.
Why are we doing
I
this?
just cut it.
Yeah, we'll just cut out and put it there.
All right.
But yeah, that
I'm keeping all this in.
it's like we don't actually put it in the videos in.
But little did they know.
Even like thinking about like all this, like we started like even me too. Like I came to this class a year ago, and I've already accomplished so much than like I can ever imagine so far.
Same, like, and it wasn't because like we'll end the podcast on this note because I think we should start wrapping it up. But like 10th grade when me and Keyshawn were here and Mikey, all we did was make memes and like cringe videos. I'm glad that we've moved on from that because I think our last cringe video was Lost Homework, which was early junior year, which we were tempted to upload on the Cinema Boys, but we saw it and it was like there was way too many cringy and like unprofessional stuff in there, and there was a lot of mistakes, and it didn't look good enough to upload to Cinema Boys. But I'm so glad that we abandoned cringe, but which I really think that some other people that like other people that do film should really like abandon the whole cringe and really get into professional stuff, especially if you want this to be a career, because our teacher said the business is booming. It's not what it was back when because our teacher's like he was on
big time.
Yeah, he's big time. He does all this big time stuff, and like he said, like the business was like way hard to get into back then because I think it was like I think it was like 80s or 90s when he first started.
Yeah.
When he first got into the business, and like right now with social media, thank God we're
it's
able.
Like everything is video nowadays.
We're able to upload it through YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
everywhere.
Yeah. So I think we should.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be
end
it.
off there.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Keyshawn, do your legendary outro.
Or anything you want to add? Any comments?
Well, I think this podcast went really good, and
I think so.
I think it went really good, and I'm hoping we get to do more in the future. So I want to thank all of you guys who are listening for spending your time. And
I've stuck with us.
Just listen to this, even if you're doing your homework or something, or playing video games. Just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's what I do. I listen to podcasts while playing video games.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for listening in. Next time we'll have Shane and Mikey here, so it might be a little bit longer, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you.
Bye.